and tell them to, because it just helps.
If you've interviewed them, you'll call them. Okay. We may have to move on some of these at DDC. Right now we have,
Okay.
we have Dearborn in the waiting room.
Okay, then we can proceed with
And
Dearborn.
Miss
I
Graham
just
came
saw the
back out.
interpreter, Ms. Ganam.
Damn, she came back out.
Because
Mr.
yes, good morning. Yeah,
Nam?
I got a notification for me to join the
If she go back in, let the officer know to come out.
So if you could let the officer know to come out, because he's not either,
Okay.
he's not recognizing the prompt. So we should have been able to bring him to the main session. Main session. Okay, so Ms. Harris, Mr. Mobley, just be
Yes.
patient a moment. Ms. Harris, I think
Mr.
we're gonna go ahead and, we're gonna have to put you in there.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, so they're in there now. All right, just be patient. DDC?
Ma'am.
It might be a few minutes. We're trying to resolve the matter in Dearborn.
Okay, let's go.
It's an interpreter case, so it's might take a little time. Thank you. Okay, we're all set.
Yes, Your Honor, but I think you need to get them out of the breakout room.
Yeah, I see they're still here. Into the main session. Deanna, you try to move them to the main session. I don't know when you came on as co-host, woman, let me move them.
Somebody might go and have to go back in there and tell them to come on out. They're not, they're not, look, they're not trying to come out.
It's only them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can just
yeah, you're right. Just close them out.
close all the rooms,
For a
yeah.
minute.
That'll get them out, won't it?
Yeah, you're right. Few seconds and that's it.
Okay.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, Dearborn? All right. Let's see, ask him, Miss Ghana?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so we're gonna be, Miss Harris, you ready on,
Yes, Your Honor.
this will be on, Al-Wajidi?
We'll ask him to say
All
his
right.
name.
Okay, please. Yeah, please ask him to say his name.
قول شو اسمك أنت؟
مانع أحمد الواقدي.
مانع أحمد الواقدي.
Okay, all right. And, Miss Ghana,
Yes, Your
raise your
Honor.
right hand. Okay, do you, swear or affirm that you will translate Arabic to English and English to Arabic?
I do.
Okay, put your hand down. The court is calling case number 82257137230.
المحكمة.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Go ahead, Your Honor.
People of the state of Michigan versus Mania Ahmed Al-Wajidi.
هيدي القضية 822-571-372-301 ولاية ميشيغان ضد مانع أحمد الواقدي.
Christina Harris, P52857, on behalf of Manea Ahmed Al-Wakedi.
المحامية كريستينا هيرس هي المحامية تبع السيد مانع الواقدي.
Okay, as to the arraignment, Ms. Harris?
Your Honor, he stands mute. Mr. Al-Wakedi stands mute, waives the formal reading, and has been advised of his rights.
بالنسبة لجلسة توجيه الاتهام القاضية عم تسأل الجواب المحامية قالت إنه السيد الواقدي يريد يلتزم الصمت وبيدخلوه كغير مذنب.
Okay, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Al-Wajidi.
المحكمة رح تدخل السيد الواقدي كغير مذنب.
As to bond, Your Honor, Mr. Al-Wakedi has no prior criminal history, no pending cases. He's employed on a full-time basis as an auto supplier. He works from 2 p.m. to midnight, 10 or 12 hours per day. He understands that he, I'm sorry.
السيد الواقدي ما عنده أي سجل إجرامي من قبل أو أي شيء معلق، بيشتغل وقت كامل بشركة بيعملوا قطع للسيارات وبيشتغل بين 8 ل 10 ساعات يوميا.
Your Honor, he gives the court his assurance that he will not have any contact with the complaining witness, last name Noman, N-O-M-A-N.
وبيوعد المحكمة إنه هو ما بيكون على أي اتصال بيمن نعمان.
Your Honor, he also states that he will not return to the address on West Lawn Street, apartment 6.
وقال انه هو ما بقى بيرجع على هيدا الشقة، العنوان يلي هو على ويستلاند، شقة رقم 6.
We're asking for a one-time police escort for to get his belongings.
عم نطالب بس مرة وحدة يكون بمرافقة العسكر لحتى يروح ياخد أغراضه.
Okay, the court will set a $20,000 personal bond
المحكمة عم بتقول كفالة شخصية اللي هي $3,000.
He is to have no contact with Ms. Noman,
ممنوع تكون على اتصال مع سيدة نعمان،
not to enter the West Lawn location,
وممنوع تروح على هيدا البيت العنوان يلي على شارع ويست لان.
and there will be a one-time escort for him to pick up his personal belongings.
وبتروح مرة وحدة مع الشرطة لحتى تاخد أغراضك الشخصية.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, that concludes this matter.
Okay,
Thank you.
خلصنا لليوم.
The
شكرا.
the pre-trial date, please.
Thank you, Ms. Harris. June the 25th at 9:00 a.m.
المحكمة
Thank you, Your Honor.
الثانية شهر 6 يوم 25 الساعة 9 صباحا.
يوم وايش؟
The interpreter is gonna repeat the date. شهر 6 يوم 25 الساعة 9 صباحا. June 25.
إن شاء الله.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
One second. أنا بخرج اليوم.
For your
So
patience
do
today.
I leave today?
And let's see, has some holds. Any holds, officer?
No.
Okay, then we'll leave today.
اليوم
Follow those
He's
lines.
got 20,000 personal bond, correct?
Correct.
Yes.
With no contact with the house and nor his wife.
اوكي.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
تخرج اليوم بس ممنوع تروح على البيت او تتصل بزوجتك.
أنا بلتزم كل شيء ولا بسوي من هذا الشيء.
I will do that. Whatever you ask me, I will do that.
أنا أحب
Okay,
إن
thank
يكون
you.
رجل مجتمعي ورجل صالح في وسط مجتمعه.
نعم؟
أنا أحب إن يكون رجل مجتمعي وصالح وسط المجتمع.
So I like to be like an honest man and a good person in the community.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you. Do
Okay,
that.
شكرا.
Okay.
مع السلامة. Okay, thank you,
All
Your
right, thank
Honor.
you, This matter.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Goodbye.
All right, here. Thank you, Ms. Godwin. Appreciate you.
Okay.
And thank you for your
Thank
patience.
you for your patience, Ms.
Thank
Donna.
you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so patient today, everybody. The court appreciates your patience. All right, so let's go ahead and remove him. All right, and then we gotta keep rolling.
Hampton,
Okay.
I think they're ready.
I gotta get to the hospital one, so let's do Canton, and then we'll move to the hospital. All right, sir, your name, please.
Edward Lechner.
Okay, good morning. The court is calling case number 82-257-13-72001. The people of the state of Michigan versus Edward Frederick Lechner. Your peers, counsel.
Christina Harris, P 52857, on behalf of Edward Frederick Lechner IV, who stands mute, waives the formal reading of the complaint, and Mr. Lechner has been advised of and understands his statutory and constitutional rights.
All right, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Lechner. Your bond recommendation?
Your Honor, we're asking for a personal bond. Mr. Lechner knows that he will not have any contact with the complaining witness, last name Baxter, and that he will not return to 44,000 Michigan Avenue, apartment 10. Now, his mother lives in a different apartment in that building, and he's going to stay with his mother, but he will not have any contact with with the complaining witness, last name Baxter. I've given him specific instructions. If he is to see the complaining witness entering or exiting, he's to turn around and walk away until he can safely enter, or he can enter without having any contact with the complaining witness. It works as a janitor. He understands the importance of returning for all 4 hearing dates, Your Honor, and we're asking for a personal bond. Thank you.
Okay, question. Is there another location that he could reside outside of that building? Another
No,
person
Your
or
Honor.
place?
He had no place else.
All right. Is there an officer in there with you, sir?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay. Do you have a history other than the 2 DV cases I see from 18 and 16? Do you have any other contacts?
Yep, so there's 3 previous domestic reports, convictions, I apologize, as well as he's got some current warrants. It looks like a couple of them probably stem from that previous domestic.
All right. Do we know, Ms. Harris, if he's currently on probation or parole?
He did tell me he's not parole. He did tell me he's on probation in East Point.
And what type of offense do you know?
Let's see.
If you know.
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Any additional input, officer?
Your Honor, my only concern is going to be obviously him returning back to that address, being the victim resides directly next door.
What's next?
That would be my only concern.
Okay, I appreciate that. And that's the court's concern. So, Mr. Lechner, you're gonna have to find somewhere else to stay, sir. It's too close to the complaining witness in this matter. And the court has the responsibility of trying to protect the community as well as Ms. Baxter. So you cannot go back to that location. You have to find another relative or friend to stay with until another court decides otherwise, or while this bond is pending, or while this case is pending. Okay?
Okay,
No, you don't have to say anything unless it's about your court date or your bond conditions.
I recommend that you remain silent, Mr. Lechner, because I don't know what you're going to say, and anything you say can be held against you.
Okay, one moment. And really, I'm gonna put not just apartment 10, but the building. So that way. And sir, you're not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapons.
And Your Honor, we are requesting a one-time police escort.
Okay.
Your Honor,
Yes.
I'm not sure if you did see on there is one previous active FTA. So we are also requesting that he get a GPS tether as well, for concern that he may not show to court.
All right. If there's a capious history, the court will impose a tether.
What we're asking, Your Honor, maybe
Yes.
what was exactly was that, and when was that before it's held against him? And if
He has
there is
two
a
prior
legitimate
dates.
reason for him that he did not appear.
Well, I don't know if he had a legitimate reason. When was it, when was the failure to appear, officer?
So I have the current active warrant. It was put in on the January 11th of 2023. It's going to be an FTA out of Troy. Looks like the original charge was open intox. I obviously don't have a reason as to why he didn't appear to court.
All right, so we do have at least 3 prior DDs.
And no history of him not appearing.
All right. The court is gonna set that, I've set up, as opposed to a cash bond, which I did not do. Gonna set a personal bond, any amount of 50,000. Because I'm not setting a cash surety bond, there are some concerns the court has, so the court is going to close that tether, Ms. Harris, with a curfew of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That should still allow him to go to work.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, all right, that he has a probable cause conference on June the 27th. That'll be in person at 9 o'clock in 35th District Court. He also has the right to a preliminary examination. That's scheduled for July the 7th. That's in person at 9 o'clock, also in the 35th District Court. Okay, Mr. Lechner, take care, sir. That concludes this matter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Okay, you too. Thank you. All right, so can we get back to, oh no, the hospital arraignment before we start DDC. Officer Graham's been patiently waiting. Thank you. And that is for Curtis. Officer Graham?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you for your patience. We are ready to move forward with the Graham arraignment. I mean,
Okay.
with the Curtis arraignment.
All
Okay.
right.
Officer Graham?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right, thank you. Are you in the room? Is he appropriate?
Yes.
Okay,
He's on,
that's all right.
he's on some pain medication, so he's in and out of sleeping. We're trying to wake him up right now.
Okay, I have to make sure that he's gonna be able to understand what's going on. Ms. Harris, did somebody in your office speak with him?
You ready?
Ms. Harris, so I just hear you say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, okay, I thought you were shaking.
You don't hear him.
So the court, yeah, I'm a little concerned, since you said he's medication, let's see what
He's awake
you
now, man.
understand. Okay. I mean, I have to see him.
Okay.
So he can see the clear. Yeah, that's what I was asking, was he appropriate? Or maybe not. Can you put it up closer to his face? Sir, pull your covers up, so I don't want you to be appropriate. Okay, can you state your name, please? Oh, first of all, let me ask you, yeah, state your name and then I ask you how you feel.
Curtis.
All right. So, sir, are you not alert? Is there a nurse nearby? Because I'm concerned about his ability to understand what's going on. Do you understand what's going on right now, Mr. Curtis?
Still, I'm sorry? What is it? This is your arraignment. Arraignment? Yeah.
Arraignment.
Arrangement?
This is your arraignment. Okay. And you took some medication? Are you able to understand the court right now?
So, yeah. What it,
Is that a yes or no? Are you able to understand me?
Yes.
Okay, do you know what today is?
Sure.
Do you know what today is? What day of the week it is?
No, they're not. I haven't been in contact or nothing with nobody.
Okay.
Hmm.
Do you know where you're at?
Do I know where I'm at?
Yes.
Yes.
Where are you?
I'm at the
In a
hospital.
hospital? In a hospital, okay. Do you know how long you've been there? Did he say he wasn't sure? Miss Harris, when your office spoke to him, was he okay? Was he alert and lucid?
Just one
I
moment, please.
feel
I'll find out. Just one moment, please.
Okay, thank you.
feel like
So,
4 or
sir,
5
the
days.
court, you said what happened?
I said I believe 4 to 5 days. I'm not sure exactly. My bad.
Okay. That's all right. I know they said you were on some pain medication, but the court wants to make sure mentally you know what's going on. And so you can get back to getting better.
She said something.
I think we're waiting.
No, I'm just waiting to see if the person that interviewed you, if they could tell us a little more about your mental state.
I'm not sure. She said she was gonna try and call for you. How you doing? You let them know what's going on?
So that's Steven. Nurse said that.
No, it's the arraignments. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Officer, you're right there with him. Um,
Yes, ma'am.
have you been conversing with Mr. Curtis this morning? Did he seem okay?
Oh, yeah. He's stable.
I mean, aside from his pain, I know he's in pain, but I just want to make sure mentally he understands.
Yeah, he was able to
These
speak with
procedures.
the arraignment attorney just fine. He's just been sleeping for the last hour or so. So
All right.
yeah, we just
So as
speak
soon as
with.
they come back. Okay. So as soon as she comes back, we'll see. And,
Okay.
if we can proceed.
You guys got to check on him or anything? You guys got to check on him or anything? Okay. We have the nurses here if you want to speak with them. I'm not sure if you want to speak with them though.
Well, I don't want to violate any HIPAA. I just want to know, is he okay in terms of his mental state? If they can, is he okay to move forward with an arraignment, a court proceeding?
He's good. Yeah, they stated he's good.
He's good. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right.
Your Honor, in our interview, he answered every single question.
Okay, so I had a chance while you were gone. Also, the nurse kind of gave us information. They think he's okay, and the officer indicated they think he's okay to move forward. All right, then the court will move forward with your arraignment, Mr. Curtis. The court will call case number 25058-16601. The people of the state of Michigan versus J.B. Curtis Jr. Can I have your parents, Ms. Harris?
Good Good morning for the record, afternoon for the record, Christina Harris, on behalf of J.B. Curtis Jr., who stands mute, waives the formal reading of the complaint, and Mr. Curtis has been advised of and understands his statutory and constitutional rights.
All right, before we enter a non-guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Curtis, is there, officer, do you have any background information on Mr. Curtis? Relative
as
to priors?
No priors, ma'am.
Okay, any input?
I'm sorry.
Any input?
As far as
We're dealing with bond, we're dealing with the bond issue now.
I got you. No input.
No, okay, all right, then Ms. Harris, your recommendation?
Mr. Curtis has no criminal record, no contacts whatsoever. He's a life resident of the area. He understands the importance of returning for every single court date and gives his assurance that he will will come to court for every court hearing date after he is out of the hospital and able to appear. Or if the hospital if court hearing zooms in, he will be available for those court hearing dates. We're asking for a personal bond.
All right, so Mr. Curtis, this is a very, very serious matter. It's extremely unfortunate that someone was injured as a result of not acknowledging the police officers. Don't have a driving record. I do have on here, though, that your driver's license was in fact suspended. So, Ms. Harris, I'm concerned about the flight aspect of this in light of what was going on that day.
Yes, Your Honor.
And so the court is likely to go ahead and impose a tether if I set a personal bond for him. So, yes, no priors, but because of the fleeing and because of the results of fleeing in terms of what happened, may not be court appearances that he's missed, but he did try to avoid this contact with the officers, which led to the principal charge. So, you want to comment on that?
That Mr. Curtis can you please repeat what you said, Your Honor? Thank you.
Did you want any input in terms of tether?
Your Honor, if he is able to be released, we have no objection to a tether.
Okay. Mr. Curtis, the court is going to set a $50,000 personal bond. But sir, based upon these allegations, once you're released from the hospital, or at some point in terms of when police custody, you'll be placed on tether. Oh, and with the tether, there'll be curfew hours of 10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Say that again.
You'll be on tether. You have a personal bond, so you don't have to post any money to get out. That's been set in the amount of $50,000, but you don't have to post money. You'll be placed on tether, and you'll have a curfew 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. Okay, and you may not drive. Your license is not valid according to these documents, so I'm having no driving period as a condition. Okay.
Is my tethered to my address? Like I can't leave my address at all, or what is that? I can move, just I gotta be back at home within that curfew time?
That's correct. And you're not to drive at all. So I have you at Mark Twain. If that's not the location, then you need to make sure the tether agent knows where you're to be tethered to, okay?
Okay.
All right. Okay, if there's nothing further, then that concludes this matter. Oh, no, court date. All right, he has two court dates. He has a probable cause conference that's scheduled for June the 24th at 8:30. That'll be by Zoom before Judge Taylor. He also has the right to a preliminary examination that's scheduled for July the 1st. before Judge Taylor. That will be in person in the 36th District Court. All right. that
Thank you, Your
concludes this
Honor.
matter.
June 24th, you have
All right,
it.
thank you, Officer Graham. Thank you for your patience this morning.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, take care.
Bye.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. All right, DDC, now we can move forward. Thank you. I'm signing these now, Madam Clerk. Mr. Mobley, welcome back. Thank you for your patience. No, it's been a minute. Okay. All right, that's that one. Okay. Okay, all right, that's that one. Okay, all right, then let's go. All right, sir, state your name for the record, please. Full name.
Mobley.
Court is calling case number 230-581-3301. The people of the state of Michigan versus Jamal Marcus Mobley Jr. May I have your appearance, counsel?
Christina Harris, P 52857, on behalf of Jamal Marcus Mobley Jr., who stands mute, waives a formal reading of the complaint, and Mr. Mobley has been advised of and understands his constitutional and statutory rights.
Okay, thank you. Then the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Mobley. It looks like there was a habeas bond that was set at $5,000 personal because he failed to appear back in October of 23 for Zoom hearing. Let's see. I don't know what it doesn't say what the Zoom hearing actually does. But I believe a bond was set by Judge Robbins. Okay. And so that bond at this time is going to be continued. Sir, while you're on bond, you are not to possess any weapons or purchase any firearms or any other dangerous weapons. You have a probable cause conference that is scheduled for June the 24th at 8:30. That will be before Judge Robbins. And then you have the right to a preliminary examination. That is scheduled for July the 1st at 8:30. That'll be before Judge Taylor in person. All right, if there's nothing further, that concludes this matter.
Your Honor, that bond is unaffordable.
No, the $5,000 personal, that was already set by the judge.
Oh, you said it's 5,000 personal.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
It was already set, so we did check and we were able to move forward.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and so if you can't afford a personal bond, then that's.
Right, thank you for that.
I know you. Okay, all right, sir, your name, please. All right. Good morning, good afternoon. All right, court is calling case number 25058-13701. The people of the state of Michigan versus Alexander Michael Joyner. Your appearance, please.
Christina Harris, P 52857, on behalf of Alexander Joyner, who stands mute, waives a formal reading of the complaint, and Mr. Joyner has been advised of and understands his statutory and constitutional rights.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Joyner. You have a bond recommendation.
Yes, Your Honor, we're asking for a personal bond herein. This matter was reissued because the police officer didn't show up. So this is a reissue. He understands the importance of returning for all court hearing dates. He returned for, he came for the first court hearing date, and we're asking for a personal bond herein. He works on a full-time basis as a landscaper.
All right, then, Mr. Joyner, the court is going to set a $10,000 personal bond. Sir, while you're on bond, you are not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. You have two court dates. You have a probable cause conference that is scheduled for June the 24th at 8:30. That'll be by Zoom before Judge Jefferson. Then you also have the right to a preliminary examination that is scheduled for July the 1st at 8:30. That will be in person before Judge Jefferson, right here in the 36th District Court. You understand your bond conditions and your next court dates? All right, that concludes this matter. Thank you. Sir, your name?
Didn't hear you, Your Honor. Your name?
And your- Okay, one moment, hold on. Here's this. Okay. Okay, did you say Tiffany, was that the last name? Okay, all right, good afternoon. The court is calling case number 250581680 the people of the state of Michigan versus Jarrell Micah Chapman. Your appearance, please.
Christina Harris on behalf of Gerald Chapman, who stands mute, waives the formal reading of the complaint, and Mr. Chapman has been advised of and understands his statutory and constitutional rights.
All right, then, the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of, Mr. Chapman. Bond recommendation.
Your Honor, we're asking for a personal bond in this matter. Mr. Chapman understands the importance of returning for all court hearing dates, and he is a life resident of this area. He is employed, and he will come back for all court hearing dates. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, then, Mr. Chapman, this is not assaultive offense. The court will set bond at $5,000 personal. While you're on bond, sir, you are not to possess or purchase a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. Is that understood?
Ma'am.
Okay, then you have two court dates. You have a probable cause conference that is scheduled for June the 24th at 8:30. That will be before Judge Robbins. And then you'll have another hearing before a different judge. You have the right to a preliminary examination. That's scheduled for July the 1st at 8:30. That will be before Judge Jefferson in the 36th District Court. Okay? All right, that concludes this matter. Thank you.
And what was the bond on that matter, Your Honor, please?
5,000 personal.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, sir, how are you? Your name, please?
There's Lamar Murphy. I'm doing good, Your Honor. How about yourself?
Okay, Mr. Murphy, I think it's a co-defendant on that case. All right, let's see.
It is, Your Honor. Mr. Al
All right.
Khatib.
Can you bring out Mr.? Okay, there he is. All right, then, sir, your name? Okay, good morning or good afternoon to you both. All right, the court is calling case number 250-581-6701, the people of the state of Michigan versus Darius Lamar Murphy. The court is also
Christina
calling.
Harris.
Oh,
Christina
go ahead.
Harris on behalf of Darius Lamar Murphy.
All
Mr.
right,
Murphy
the court is
stands mute.
also. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Murphy stands mute, waives the formal reading of the complaint, and has been advised of the statutory and constitutional rights.
All right, then the court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Murphy. Now we're gonna move on to, court will call case number 250-581-6702. The people of the state of Michigan versus Ibrahim Naif El Khatib. Here.
Christina Harris on behalf of Abraham El Khatib, who stands mute, waives the formal reading of the complaint, and Mr. El Khatib has been advised of and understands his statutory and constitutional rights.
All right, then the court will also enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. El Khatib. Let's start first with Mr. Murphy as it relates to bond.
Mr. Murphy, understands the importance of returning for all court hearing dates. He understands the severity of these charges against him. He's stating that he didn't carjack anyone, that he believed that this car belonged to the co-defendant in this matter. He is employed at a cleaning company and does contracted lawn work Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. He also takes care of his mother, who's in and out of the hospital for lupus and breast cancer. He also has custody of his children, 11-year-old and custody of a 14-year-old and a 5-year-old. So he takes care of his children, Your Honor. So we're asking for a personal bond in this matter or a low cash bond. So Mr. Murphy can get out, can assist in his defense and return to work and take care of his children. This is with this carjacking is a misunderstanding, and armed robbery is a misunderstanding.
Okay, I don't know what was going on, but the facts caused the court some concern as far as the danger that would have been posed here to the complaining witness, Mr. Anoon. I know that there's always another side to the story, gentlemen, specifically Mr. Murphy. I don't know what your intentions were, but the court is concerned that you pose a clear and present danger to Mr. Anoon based upon the allegations in the investigator's report. And the court is going to impose a cash surety bond. He does have he got second offense notice on felony firearm, which is a mandatory 5, 2 counts of that, and he's got a habitual 4th. Look like both of the matters were, let's see, 2 of them from 2014, and 1 from 2023. Is he presently on probation or parole?
I'm looking, Your Honor. Not according to our notes, no.